Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to continue our story from chapter number 4, A Truly Beautiful Mind. As we have studied, this story is all about Albert Einstein, and till now we have learned that how was his childhood and how was his teenage till he completed his school. So we have studied till paragraph number 5. So right now he moved to Zurich, which is capital of Switzerland. Switzerland is another German-speaking country. So from paragraph 6, we are going to study about Einstein. Paragraph 6 says Einstein was highly gifted in mathematics and interested in physics, and after finishing school, he decided to study at a university in Zurich, but science wasn't the only thing that appealed to the dashing young boy with the walrus mustache. Okay. In Zurich, he wanted to study in university and he was very interested in mathematics and physics. And this paragraph says it was not the only thing which attracted him in the university. In paragraph 7, he also felt a special interest in a fellow student, Mileva Merrick. Mileva Merrick was a student, a girl who used to study in that same university. He was very interested in her also, whom he found to be a clever creature. This young Serb had come to Switzerland because the university in Zurich was one of the few in Europe where women could get degrees. This was from Serbia. The girl was from Serbia and she moved to Zurich because University of Zurich was only one of the few universities where women could study. At that point of time, studying for women in a college was very difficult and very few universities used to allow them to study. Einstein saw in her an ally against the Philistines, those people in his family at the university with whom he was constantly at odds. The couple fell in love. Letters survive in which they put their affection into words, mixing science with the tenderness. Wrote Einstein, "How happy and proud I shall be when we both have brought our work on relativity to a victorious conclusion." So they used to like each other. They both used to like each other. They used to write themselves letters and they were very curious about science. So they used to talk about science in their letters also. So they were working on the same concept, the theory of relativity, for which later Einstein got the Nobel Prize. So that later is mentioned in this paragraph. In 1900, at the age of 21, in year 1900, Einstein was age of 21. Albert Einstein was a university graduate and unemployed. Now Albert Einstein was graduate but did not have any job. He worked as a teaching assistant, gave private lessons, and finally secured a job in 1902 as a technical expert in the patent office in Bern. While he was supposed to be assessing other people's invention, Einstein was actually developing his own ideas in secret. He is said to have jokingly called his desk drawer at work of Bureau of Theoretical Physics. Now, for 2 years, he took private tuitions, and after 2 years, he got a job at a patent office. Patent is a phenomena or thing which people who pursue PhD, scientists, PhD students, scholars do. They invent something, they make a theory, and they make patent of it. Patent means it is your oath for forever, and no one can take that theory and use that theory. It is under your name now. So he used to work at that office and he used to read all the papers, all the publishers, and all the theories, all the new findings of the scientists, and he used to enhance his knowledge about the physics. One of the famous papers of 1905 was Einstein's special theory of relativity, according to which time and distance are not absolute. Indeed, two perfectly accurate clocks will not continue to show the same time if they come together again after a journey, if one of them has been moving very fast relative to the other. From this followed his world's most famous formula, which describes the relationship between mass and energy, E is equals to mc square. It is very famous theory of physics. It is called theory of relativity. In simpler words, Einstein says that if you set two clocks on the same time and they travel all over the world at different speeds, then the both of the clock will show different time after they meet at same place. Okay, so it means the time is related to speed. As you increase the speed, the time gets slower. It is very difficult physics concept. We will not get into it. We will move to our next and last paragraph for today. While Einstein was solving the most difficult problems in physics, his private life was unwilling. Albert had wanted to marry Mileva right after finishing his studies, but his mother was against it. She thought Mileva, who was 3 years older than her son, was too old for him. She was also bothered by Mileva's intelligence. She is a book like you, his mother said. Einstein put the wedding off. Einstein wanted to marry Mileva, but Einstein's mother was against this marriage because the girl was 3 years older, and the mother of Einstein's thought that the girl is too old for the boy. And other than that, the Mileva was very studious and very bookish kind of person, and Einstein's mother said that she is like you always study, she always studies. So she wanted a girl who take cares of home as every mother does, but she was very studious, so that's why his mother told him not to marry Mileva. Okay, so till now we have studied about his childhood, now his personal life, and his story, his theory of relativity, which gave him Nobel Prize. Rest of the seven paragraphs we will complete it in the next class, which will be our last class for this chapter. I hope you have understood about the Einstein's life till now. If now you have to memorize the dates and phenomena, and especially what is theory of relativity. It is very important for your sorry, it is very important for your exams point of view. So please stay at your home, be safe, be quiet, study hard, and thank you for listening to me. Have a nice day.